in Syria after a powerful 7.8 magnitude earthquake struck overnight. ABC's Jordana Miller is in the region.
From its epicenter in Turkey's Gaziantep province, the quake destroying hundreds of buildings in both countries. What officials fear has buried alive more victims. Syrian and Turkish search and rescue teams digging through the rubble, hoping to find survivors. This was the strongest earthquake to hit Turkey in nearly 100 years. It was felt in Lebanon, here in Israel, and Egypt. Jordana Miller, ABC News, Jerusalem.
Another 7.5 magnitude quake hitting just minutes ago. The threat of a major explosion still looms in eastern Ohio, where about 2,000 people have been ordered to evacuate following a train derailment. Fire Chief Keith Drabick in the town of Palestine says those within a 1-mile radius of the crash have been told to get out as federal officials assess the threat.
We may need at some point in the near future to extend our mile radius out based on their professional recommendations and the models that they run.
With tomorrow night's State of the Union address looming, a new poll shows where Americans stand on President Biden's handling of the U.S. economy.
Unemployment has dropped from 6.3% when Mr. Biden took office to 3.4% now, an over 50-year low, and the economy's added millions of jobs. Yet 6 out of 10 in a new ABC News Washington Post poll say he's not made progress creating more good jobs. The same majority says little's been done to improve roads and bridges, but projects under the bipartisan infrastructure law are just starting.
That's ABC's Chuck Sievertson. At last night's Grammy Awards, Harry Styles won Album of the Year for Harry's House. Lizzo took Record of the Year for About Damn Time, and Bonnie Raitt won Song of the Year for Just Like That. Beyonce took home her 32nd Grammy. You're listening to ABC News.
To some people, the sound of a baby babbling doesn't mean much. But that's not necessarily true. By 6 months, they're combining vowels and consonants. By 9 months, they're trying out different kinds of sounds. And by 12 months, their babbling is beginning to take on some meaning. Especially if there's no babbling at all. Little to no babbling by 12 months or later is just one of the possible signs of autism in children. Early screening and intervention can make a lifetime of difference and unlock a world of possibilities. Take the first step at autismspeaks.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
A new survey of 1,300 kids found 1 in 4 students don't know that Barack Obama was our nation's first black president. Educators say the survey from Brainly shows we have a lot more work to do. Tina Lagdeman is a principal at Love Elementary School in Alameda, California, where Black history classes are offered all year long.
We make sure that what we are teaching is culturally relevant and it's age appropriate.
The Brainly survey also found only about a third of those surveyed know that Rosa Parks played a key role in the civil rights movement. Pope Francis and other religious leaders joined to condemn policies that outlaw homosexuality.
Returning from a 3-day trip to South Sudan, which is one of 67 countries where homosexuality is illegal, Pope Francis, the leader of the Anglican Communion, and the top Presbyterian minister all spoke out against laws that criminalize homosexuality. The Pope repeated his past comments that those laws are unjust. He said condemning someone like that is a sin. The Presbyterian Right Reverend Ian Greenshield said, quote, "There's nowhere in the Gospels where he sees anything other than Jesus expressing love to whomever he meets." Brian Clark, ABC News.
The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration on Friday issued a do not drive advisory for older Honda models, warning older airbag inflators on 2001 through 2003 vehicles could explode and spray shrapnel. This is ABC News.
I'm innocent.
I am innocent.
I am innocent.
How annoying that you just said all this innocent stuff for so long and you're really guilty.
That's when Jen Shaw knew the game was up.
It was like working with a 40-year-old child.
The housewife scam, the real life of Jen Shaw.
6.5 years in federal prison.
Jen Shaw, a fraud.
This is Impact by Nightline, now streaming on Hulu.
So pay me my money.
I'm Sherry Preston.
Does that old tractor or lawnmower have more electrical tape or duct tape holding it together than you want to admit? Well, maybe it's time to see Phil Sheehan and his staff at NC Tractor for a new Massey Ferguson tractor or mower. Massey Ferguson is a company that's been around for over 175 years. That says a lot about a company. And paired with Phil Sheehan, who's been in business for over 25 years, that says a lot about Phil and his staff. Knowledgeable about their product, and they stand behind every sale. Massey Ferguson is the last tractor you'll ever need. NC Tractor, a dependable and reliable company that'll be there after the sale. NC Tractor on Railroad Avenue in Rutherford.
Sunshine is rolling in for today. It's going to be a lovely day outside with milder air building in as well. We'll head into the upper 50s and lower 60s today. Come tonight, temperatures will cool into the upper 20s and lower 30s. It's going to be a little bit breezy at times overall for the next couple of days, but our temperatures are going to continue to warm up. Highs near record warmth will be possible by Thursday in the 70s. I'm meteorologist Peter Sherwood in the Weather Center.
Thank you very much, Peter Sherwood. Good morning, everybody. 6 minutes after 7 o'clock. Welcome to Monday. It's another Monday here in the foothills, February the 6th, 2023. And we got a pretty good weather forecast all week long. As a matter of fact, you just heard us say today's going to be kind of nice, and as well as tomorrow. Partly cloudy with a high on Wednesday around 66, and some wind is going to be our enemy this week. Wind gusting up to 50 miles per hour on Wednesday. And again on Thursday, we'll have gusts as high as 22 miles per hour on Thursday with some scattered showers possible with a high near 66. Now Thursday night, partly cloudy with some isolated showers and lows around 42 with that wind gusting, again about 15 miles per hour. Friday looks like scattered showers, highs near 62, and we have some northwest winds with gusts up as high as 14 miles per hour. So the wind is going to be our enemy this week, it looks like. It's not even March yet, and then we got March winds blowing in. But on the weekend, we have sunny skies with highs around 50 with wind gusts as high as 18 miles per hour, 17 miles per hour Saturday night and Sunday. Northwest wind to 8 miles per hour with gusts as high as 13 miles per hour, but mostly sunny on Sunday. So we got a lot of sun, a little bit of rain coming back, but a whole lot of wind blowing into the neighborhood. So tie the old kangaroo down, boys. It's going to be windy. The town of Spindale is celebrating its 100th birthday in August of 2023. The Spindale Centennial Committee is looking for pictures or other historical items to put on display. If you have photos you'd like to send, you can email them to Lou Gillum at lougillum@nctv.com or call her at 980-3110. They'd love to have your old photos of Spindale to display on the upcoming celebration day in August of this year. So it should be a big day. They're planning a lot of big things for it. And if you're a gospel music fan, you love the singing Perry's and the Golden Valley Crusaders, they're going to be in a concert together Saturday, February the 11th at 6 o'clock at First Broad Baptist Church in Golden Valley, and everybody's welcome. It's a free concert. Love offering will be taken in that concert. But the Perrys and the Golden Valley Crusaders, two of the best in their style of music you will enjoy. Meanwhile, if you like country ham and chicken pie, it's a drive-through only, but Mount Vernon Community Clubhouse having their supper coming up February the 11th at 4:30 until it's all gone. So come early, $12 a plate. It's country ham, chicken pie, green beans, grits, slaw, applesauce, biscuits, and dessert. So come out and support Mount Vernon Community Club as they continue to support Mount Vernon community and do some things to help out that community.
Who will be the 2023 WCAB 100.9 Be My Baby Weekend Grand Prize winner? Well, it could be you. So send in a card and be there for the drawing for a fabulous prize, including dinner for two, chauffeur limo ride to dinner, flowers, jewelry, candy, massages, and a whole lot more. So get your Valentine in with your name, your sweetheart's name, your phone number, and you could be the lucky winner. Request your favorite love song if you'd like. There'll be several daily drawings with really nice prizes starting the week of February the 6th. The grand prize drawing will be held on Tuesday morning, February the 14th, around 8:15 on the morning show with Jim Bishop. Mail it to us at Post Office Box 511, Rutherford, North Carolina, 28139. Bring it to us at 191 Whiteside Road in Rutherford. Now, it must be in our hands no later than 8 a.m. Tuesday morning, February the 14th. So good luck and stay tuned to 100.9 FM, 590 AM to see who will be the Be My Baby Weekend lucky winner.
Bill O'Reilly is next.
Bill O'Reilly here, and I'm warming up. Stand by for the O'Reilly Update Morning Edition. But first, no question there is a concerted effort to intimidate and silence conservative thinkers and replace our God-given individual liberty with big government controls. AMAC, the Association of Mature American Citizens, is the leading conservative advocacy and benefits organization in America. AMAC gives you access to exclusive benefits and all kinds of great content. Please stand with AMAC at amac.us. That's amac.us. On this Monday, I wrote a column posted yesterday on BillO'Reilly.com about freedom. So most Americans think they're free. We are the land of the free and home of the brave, as the Star-Spangled Banner goes. Yet many of us are not free. If you have no money, you are not free. If you are addicted to substance, you are not free. If you are dependent on another person for your welfare, or on a government agency for that matter, you are not free. Freedom means options, the ability for you, the American, to do different things that you would like to do, to buy wholesome food, to have a nice dwelling, to get around in a decent car. Well, all of that takes money. So, money is the freedom component. And we never admit to that in America. We have this constitutional mandate that we're all free, but we don't understand what freedom requires. You have to be self-sufficient. You have to have enough resources to satisfy your debts and then leave room for you to pursue happiness. And that's the bottom line, to use a cliche. Your ability to pursue happiness the way you want equates to your freedom. Don't let the government take it away from you. Now this. Many timeshare owners upset their yearly dues continue to increase. Lone Star Transfer is the only company you can trust guaranteeing the release of all liability to your timeshare in writing and in a specific time frame. They've helped more than 18,000 owners legally and permanently get out. So start off the new year right with a free no-obligation consultation, 855-551-7066, or LoneStarTransfer.com. LoneStarTransfer.com. That is the Morning O'Reilly Update. More analysis later on.
It's 13 minutes after 7 o'clock, and now I have these death announcements. Glenn Hill, age 76, of Rutherfordton, died Thursday, February the 2nd, at his home, surrounded by his family. The family will receive friends from 5:30 until 8 o'clock today at McMahon's Funeral Home. The funeral service will be at Pleasant Hill Baptist Church at 2 o'clock on Tuesday. Glenn will lie in state 30 minutes prior to the service on Tuesday, and the burial will follow in the church cemetery with military honors provided by the Rutherford County Honor Guard. McMahon's Funeral Home and Cremation Services is in charge of the arrangements for Glenn Hill. Terry Smith, age 68, of Forest City, passed away Friday, February the 3rd, at his residence. The funeral service will be conducted at 3 o'clock on Wednesday, February the 8th, at the Harrelson Funeral Chapel. Burial will follow in Providence United Methodist Church Cemetery. The family will receive friends 1 hour prior to service time at the funeral home. Harrelson Funeral and Cremation Services is serving the family of Terry Smith of Forest City. Alton Kenneth Henson, age 85, of Mooresboro, died Saturday, February the 4th. And Eggers Funeral Home is serving the family of Alton Kenneth Henson. Spencer Adam Lancaster, age 49, of Morganton, died Wednesday, February the 1st at Mission Hospital, McDowell in Marion. In honor of his request, there will be no formal service conducted, and Harrelson Funeral and Cremation Service has been entrusted with serving the family of Spencer Adam Lancaster. James Arthur Toney, 82, of Ellenboro, Passed away Thursday, February the 2nd at Henderson Care Center. The family will have a private service in order to honor James's wishes. Crow's Mortuary is assisting the family of James Arthur Toney. Harley Brandon Upton, age 22, of Rutherfordton, passed away Wednesday, January the 25th. A graveside burial will be conducted at 2 o'clock Saturday, February the 11th, at Cooper Scout Baptist Church Cemetery. Harrelson Funeral and Cremation Services entrusted with those arrangements for Harley Brandon Upton. Patricia Lee Bullis C., 47, passed away Friday, January the 20th. A celebration of life will be held today from 2 until 5 at the family home located at 5895 Cox Road, Rutherfordton. Crow's Mortuary is assisting the family of Patricia Lee Bullis C. Those are the death announcements we have in-house this morning. For complete information on these and others, as they become available to us, be sure to tune in this morning at 11:30. And again, this afternoon at 5:10 as part of the afternoon Colorado County newscast. It's 16 minutes after 7.
Lon Paul Dalton had 10 sons. Most of them grew up to be law-abiding citizens. One of the brothers, Frank, was killed while serving as a deputy for hanging Judge Isaac Parker. Following their brother's example, Grat, Bob, and Emmett worked as lawmen in the Oklahoma Territory, but they spent their spare time rustling cattle and accepting bribes from whiskey smugglers. By 1890, they were discredited as lawmen. Deciding it was time for the Daltons to engage in some serious crime, Bob and Grat headed for California, where they met up with their brother Bill. On February 6, 1891, Bob, Grat, and Bill decided to rob a train. They managed to flag down a Southern Pacific train traveling from San Francisco to Los Angeles. While Bill kept the passengers occupied by shooting over their heads, Bob and Grat asked the engineer to show them the location of the express car. But the engineer refused and he tried to escape. One shot from a Dalton pistol stopped the engineer in his tracks. Bob and Grat found the express car on their own. They demanded the guard open the express car door, but he refused. And not only that, he started shooting at them from a small spy hole. Totally frustrated, the Daltons rode away empty-handed. Now, after the fiasco of their first major attempt at outlawry, the average person would probably decide that maybe the outlaw trail was not for them. But the Daltons weren't average, and they kept it up until a year and a half later when they decided to rob 2 banks in Coffeyville, Kansas, and the Dalton gang was wiped out. You've just heard another story from Old West Radio. I'm Dakota Livesay.
Jesse James Railroad Express has moved to a new location, 126 Park Lane Plaza in Rutherfordton, and they've changed their name, Jesse James Chowhound Canteen. A new name, a new place, and a limited menu. Currently, you can get smoked sausages, kielbasa's, and of course those delicious hot dogs. And you can get coleslaw, macaroni and cheese, and potato salad. Stay tuned for their new menu at their new place. Hours are Tuesday through Saturdays from 11 until 2, closed Sundays and Mondays. Jesse James Chowhound Canteen, 126 Park Lane Plaza in Rutherfordton. Call 286-9368 and get a 99-cent hot dog with mustard, chili, and onions, Tuesdays only.
All right, 19 past 7 o'clock. Let's head to the phones this morning, find out what's been happening over the weekend. And Sergeant Brandel from the Sheriff's Department is on the air with me right now. Good morning, Sergeant Brandel.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I am doing well. Hope you're doing well today.
Yes, sir. Doing great.
Good. What's on the report from the weekend?
Past 48 hours, the Sheriff's Office has answered 358 calls, processed 20 arrests, and currently have 167 incarcerated. Under our arrest reports, we have a Moses Perez Vasquez, 42-year-old Hispanic male of Far City, charged with assault on a female. No bond given at this time. Mitchum Chad Harden, 37-year-old white male of Ellenboro, charged with failure to appear on a misdemeanor, getting a $500 unsecured bond. We have a Charles Jamar Tate, 37-year-old black male of Rutherford, charged with failure to appear on a misdemeanor and driver license revoked, given a $1,000 bond. We have a Donald Blaine Dobbins, 55-year-old white male of Marion, charged with possession of stolen motor vehicle, driver license revoked, and resisting an officer, given a $5,000 secure bond. We have a Edward Lee Faree, 53-year-old white male of Spindale, charged with failure to appear on a misdemeanor, given a $500 secure bond. We have a Hayden Eugene Wilson, 63-year-old white male of Marion, charged with failure to appear, given a $500 unsecured bond. We have a Devontae Hill, 30-year-old black male of Far City, charged with 4 counts of failure to appear, no bond listed at this time. We have a Stefan Wilkerson, 21-year-old black male of Spindale, was served with a indictment, given a $2,500 unsecured bond on that. Under our incident reports, we have a possession of stolen motor vehicle, resisting officer and driver license revoked. Looks like Deputy McComas stopped the vehicle 221 South, and the vehicle was stolen from, looks like Far City. That's where Donald Dobbins was arrested. We have a breaking and entering reported. Old Ballpark Road, Spindale. Looks like 3 iPhone chargers and a can of pepper spray was taken in that incident. We have a misdemeanor larceny reported from Rock Road and Union Mills. Looks like a brown and color antique desk valued at about $300 was taken in that incident. We have a obtained property of false pretense from Rollins Road in Far City. Looks like victim was scammed out of $2,400. And that's all we have this morning, sir.
I think that's plenty, don't you?
It sure is. Any reports are too many.
Yes.
But, you know.
Busy weekend. Sergeant
Yes,
Brundle,
sir.
thank you so very much for keeping us posted, and you be safe out there today.
You too. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Jim, have you seen Henson Building Materials' newly remodeled showroom? It's gorgeous.
You mean where they have a full line of hardware and building materials for homeowners and home builders?
I mean where Jamie, Terry, and Tony, their friendly staff, treat me like family. Oh, they're so nice.
Hey, are they taking COVID precautions and have curbside service?
Of course. They're so thoughtful.
I do need some materials, but I don't think they'll fit in our car.
Oh, silly. They have professional delivery so we can get whatever I want.
Henson Building Materials, 177 Duke Street in Forest City.
Building starts here.
Amanda is up next from 911 Communication Center. Amanda, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing pretty good for a Monday morning. What's on the report today?
On the past 48 hours, the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office 911 Communications Center has processed 614 911 calls and administrative calls, which consisted of 72 for the emergency medical services, 358 for the Sheriff's Office, 111 for Forest City, 15 for Lake Lure, 51 for Rutherford, and 46 for Spindale. Bostic Fire Department had a structure fire assisted by Ellenboro, Forest City, and Hudlow. Rutherford had a motor vehicle crash. Rutherford also had smoke in a structure assisted by Green Hill, Union Mills, and Spindale. And Sandy Mush had a structure fire assisted by Cliffside, Ellenboro, and SDO. And that is all.
Thanks so very much. You have a good day.
You too.
Let me brag on Hutchins Pest Control a minute. Don't let the pest bug you when Hutchins Pest Control is as close as a phone call. Honest, dependable, professional, and on-time service may be the reason they keep getting voted best pest control. If you have a pest problem, call this family-run business at 287-5171. Licensed in North and South Carolina and fully insured and bonded. Get a free estimate when you call Hutchins Pest Control and be sure the job is done right. That's Hutchins Pest Control. Call them today at 287-5171 and they'll be right there. And we're going over to Danieltown, the SDO Fire District now. We're talking with Ruby Taylor to see if they have had any action that she can report to us this morning. And here is Ruby Taylor now. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's on your report for Monday?
The fire department assisted Sandy Mush on a house fire. And I've got one birthday, and it's Kay Tony, and hope she has a nice day. And the signs are in the boughs today and tomorrow. And Jim, that's all I've got.
Thank you, Ruby. Enjoy your Monday.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Santa-size your shopping this holiday season with a gift from Bark Mobile. Right now, gift yourself a new device and Bark Mobile will gift you back. Get 100% of the cost of your device back in monthly credits on select devices. For extra Yule in your pocket, Santa size your service with unlimited data. Text all your friends and family or stream your holiday favorites. Just $35 per month per line for 2 lines with autopay. It's Santa-sized deals right from the North Pole to North Carolina. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details or visit mybarkmobile.com/terms and conditions.
25 minutes after 7 o'clock, and our temperature reading this morning is 38 degrees as we start our day together. All right, Chris Melton is on the air with us right now from the Lake Lure, Chimney Rock, Bills Creek community. Chris, how you doing on this Monday morning?
Good, Jim. How are you?
Doing pretty good for a week. Had a good weekend, I guess?
Oh, had a great weekend. Can't complain.
Good, good.
Really, nothing to report on. All the fire departments up this way had a great weekend.
Good.
Had a good warm Sunday, somewhat. Stayed up by the 50s.
Well, the departments deserve a weekend once in a while to have no calls to come in.
Exactly.
Yeah. So everything else pretty quiet then?
Yep, everything's good on our end.
All right, Chris. Thanks so very, very much. You have a good week, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.
You do the same.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Your car's best friend can be RS Speedy Lube Service Center. That's because RS Speedy Lube Service Center and Car Wash can keep your car or truck running clean with a regular oil change. They check the fluids and vacuum out the car and have you on your way in no time. Go next door for a radiator or transmission flush, brakes, exhaust, CV joints, and service for big trucks and campers also available. Pull next door to the RS Speedy Automatic Car Wash and make your car happy with a clean, all under and all over car wash. It's all at RS Service Center and Car Wash on Railroad Avenue in Rutherfordton.
Here's DeVern Upton now. We're in Bostic with our report for this Monday morning. Good morning, DeVern.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Hope you are.
I'm doing great.
Good, good, good.
We have a temperature of 35 degrees over here. Fire department had a structure fire, and our birthdays are Andrew Spencer, Randy Kilman, Bruce Shelton, and Dawn Eldridge. We want to wish them all a happy birthday. Don't forget to go by Bostic Florist and get your Valentine order in, because it'll be here before you know it. And check our blessing box out. Either leave a blessing or take a blessing. It's there on Depot Street. Hope everyone has a wonderful day.
At the residence, was someone living in that residence over there, do you know?
Do what?
Was someone living in the residence that was caught on fire?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yes, well, that's good. All right, you have a wonderful day then. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm Andrew Tisdale. When we work together, we focus what's important to you. We create a personalized strategy backed by our advice, our tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we partner together to help your strategy stay on track no matter what happens. Contact me at any time at 828-287-9197. We'll sit down, talk, and we're going to make a strategy that's right for you.
All right, 29 past 7. Robbie Samuel, welcome back. Glad to have you back with us.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, it's good to be back.
Yeah, it was cool out there this morning where you are?
It was. It's about 36 degrees what I had this morning, so that's better than 20, ain't it?
Yes, anytime.
That's right.
Anything going on?
Well, with the fire departments, both of them, Hutto assisted Bostic with a structure fire. Rutherford, we had a smoke in the structure and a few medical calls. But other than that, the fire departments was fairly busy, but nothing too terrible. So that's a good thing.
Good.
Yeah, that's all I got going on this morning, Jim.
All right. Well, good. We hope it's quiet all this week for you.
I hope so, too. But if it ain't, I'll tell you about it in the morning. How about that?
That'll be great. I'll see you then.
All right, see you, Jim.
Bye-bye. That's Robbie Samuel there in Rutherfordton Fire District, and also reporting to us about the Hudlow Fire District. Well, when you want some nice warm Africans or maybe some nice warm overalls, you need to head over to Washburn Store because they've got it. You know what I'm thinking? Everybody ought to have these little lanterns, oil lamps, in case the power goes off. You got some lamps there. Or if you want a romantic setting around the dinner table at night, just the two of you, light one of those oil lanterns and set there in the middle of the table. That'd be really nice, wouldn't it? Go by Washburn Store. You'll find a lot of ideas, including ideas of getting some nails that you're out of at the house. Out of it nails, they've got some. You're out of pots and pans, need some pots and pans, they've got them. Yeah, they got a lot of things you'd be surprised to find until you go in Washburn General Store. And nice, courteous service like nobody else offers. I like to know they're right here in our own county, locally owned and historically significant Washburn General Store. Between Bostic and Sunshine on the Bostic Sunshine Highway. Well, let's say good morning to Sue Price over in the Cherry Mountain Fire District. Sue, how are you doing?
Good morning, Jim. I'm doing good. Hope you are.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, looks like we're going to have a pretty day today.
I believe we are.
Yeah, did you have a good weekend?
I did. Sure did.
Oh, good. I enjoyed the music this morning.
Well, good.
I like
Thank
that
you.
one, He's Coming Back. I don't know whether that was the title of it or not, but that was good.
No doubt about it. It's the title of it.
Yeah. Well, I don't have any calls from the fire department. I think they were quiet over the weekend. Don't have any birthdays or anniversaries on my calendar, and I don't have any announcements, so I just don't have anything to report this morning, except I hope everybody will have a good day, and anybody that's having a birthday or anniversary will have a real good day on their special day and enjoy it. And I hope you'll have a good day today, Jim.
Thanks, Sue. Thank you. You enjoy your day as well, and I will see you back here tomorrow.
All right.
Find out
Bye-bye.
what else is going on. Bye-bye. Take it around the county, see what's going on. So far, relatively quiet for the weekend, which is great. We've had enough excitement lately, haven't we? 32 minutes after 7, we'll find out in just a moment what's happening over in the Shingle Hollow community.
It can be a tough call when it comes time to provide a daycare service for an aging parent or a loved one. You can always depend on Rutherford Life Services for a safe facility that offers medical monitoring, nutritional meals, fun activities, and is a loving environment. Rutherford Life is licensed by the State of North Carolina Division of Aging. They will be glad to answer any questions you may have. Call them at 288-1697. Rutherford Life Services offers a trained staff of professionals who you can entrust your loved one to. Rutherford Life Services is located at 230 Fairground Road in Spindale.
We'll say good morning to our folks down around the Hicks Grove church communities. Several of them last night said they listen to us every morning, so I appreciate that. Thank you for being a part of our audience. We enjoyed our time there with Hicks Grove folks last night. Now let's head over toward Shingle Hollow. We have Tina White on the phone. Is that your name, Tina White?
Tina White is my name. How about yours, Jim Bishop? Is that yours?
That's my name. That's my name. Waking people up's my game.
Well, that's my name. Don't wear it out. That's what we used to say when we were kids.
Yeah.
It is beautiful up here in Shingle Hollow this morning, but it is cold. That sun's shining bright, but it's 42 degrees, but to me it feels like it's colder. I'm ready for spring.
Well, it won't be long. The way time passes, it slips by. It'll slip up on us pretty soon.
It'll be here before I know it, I'm sure. And then if I get tired of spring and just got to wait a few days, then it'll be summer. And
that's exactly right.
I like the changes. Well, the fire department, they assisted EMS with the landing zone on Saturday morning. And I don't have any birthdays or anniversaries today that I know of. If anybody's celebrating, celebrate big. It's a good day to do it. This Friday, Pinnacle Elementary is having their family Valentine's dance. It'll start at 5. They'll have concessions. You can get your dinner there. Every child needs to be have a guardian with them, have parents, aunt, uncle, grandparents, someone with them. And they're going to have lots of fun. It's going to be a fundraiser for the school. If you have a child that goes to Pinnacle, join in on this. It'll be a good time. And then Trinity Christian School is having a kindergarten roundup on the 16th. And they have invited any kindergartners come listen. They're going to have a bouncy house. They're going to have cotton candy and popcorn. They're going to talk about their curriculum. And there are ways that a kindergartner can go to school for just $50 a month there and get a Christian education. So, again, that is the 16th from 4 to 6:30. And that's all I know of right now. If anybody has anything they want me to announce, just let me know. I'll be glad to, and I hope everybody has a wonderful, safe, blessed day.
Well, did you see that China balloon that kept floating around over the weekend?
I did. Isn't that unusual?
It is most unusual, yes. Most unusual. I'm glad they finally brought that thing out.
Yeah, I'm glad it did. I was awakened by the medical helicopter that flew over 2:45, 3 o'clock Saturday morning, something like that, and it startled me, and I jumped up, and the first thing I thought of was, should the Chinese spy balloon be here at this time, and should it sound like that?
Well, there's a lot about that we don't know yet, but I'm glad they shot it down.
I don't think we'll ever know all that. We just don't know. We don't know what the truth is. We have to have faith because we know who holds tomorrow.
That's right. And he's coming back again soon.
That's right. So be ready, everybody. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, feel free to ask me when you see me around because I'll share.
Tina, what, you have a wonderful day up there.
You too, Jim.
Thanks.
God bless you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You made a list, checked it twice, and now it's time to shop. Get a great deal for everyone on your list at Carolina West Wireless. Enjoy a sleigh full of savings for the whole family with unlimited data for just $25 per month per line for 4 lines with autopay. Plus, get up to $1,000 in savings when you bring your own devices. How's that for a stocking stuffer? Get everything you need for everyone on your list, all for a great deal, only from Carolina West Wireless. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details or visit www.carolinawest.com/terms and conditions. Offer expires January 9th, 2023.
Thinking about the departure of a loved one through death is a subject we don't like to talk about. However, pre-planning or prepaying for a funeral is a consideration and responsible thing to do. With so many options available today, it's important to speak with someone you can trust and someone who can help you find a balance between the emotional, spiritual, and financial needs of your loved ones. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory is recognized as one of the best family-run funeral homes. It's a family tradition, and they know how to care for your family. Any questions you might have, they will be happy to answer. Call Crow's Mortuary and Cremation Services at 286-2304.
All right, at 7:38, we're heading toward the Union Bills now. Brother Kelly is there. Good morning.
Good morning, Jim Bishop. How are you on this marvelous Monday morning?
I feel pretty good for a Monday.
Feeling mighty fine?
Yes, I am.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
I always have these little Monday things that creep around on Monday mornings, but we got through them okay.
That's right. That's exactly right. Wouldn't be Monday without them, would it?
That's exactly right. Makes us appreciate Tuesday better.
That's right. Well, let's see. I've got 40 degrees on the front porch. I don't know of anything going on so far this week, but I've got one birthday, and that's our pastor, Dale Austin. So I hope Dale has a great old big day on his special day, and everything's quiet, and we like it that way. And I'm glad they got that balloon out of the air also.
Did you see it?
I watched it on TV, yeah.
I mean, did you see it flying overhead?
No, I didn't see it flying overhead. It didn't get this far up, did it?
I'm understanding it was around. They saw it at Caroline, the Ellenboro area, all through there. So I don't know where.
Oh,
it
really?
Yeah. I understand they were checking people's brains, and it just flew right by my house in a hurry.
Well,
so there's no brains in that house. So.
I didn't see it. If it was coming from Montana, it wouldn't be coming over that, would it?
Well, I don't know how they had that thing guided, but it came over the Carolinas because they shot it down to Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, Myrtle Beach. Yeah. I was just watching it on TV, but I didn't know. I didn't go out to see.
Tracy said they were just sending a balloon for her birthday on Saturday.
You think that was it?
I didn't have any candles on it, though, I don't think.
Well, we don't know yet what it had, do we? They'll get all that stuff they can and take it up to Quantico and figure it out.
Well, it doesn't need to be in our airspace.
No, it don't need to be in anybody's airspace. If they want to fly balloons, let them fly them over their airspace,
That's
right?
right. Exactly right. Tell them to go to Hallmark shop and buy some balloons and let them fly them.
There you go. But anyway, I guess you better get down to Ellenburg and see if Luther might have seen it. I don't know.
No, if they were searching for brains, they skipped his house too. he won't allow his feet to me now.
He may not.
Brother, you have a wonderful day.
You too. We'll catch you later.
Bye-bye. It's Brenda Keller reporting out of Union Mills, and we will go to Ellenboro now.
Nobody gets a better deal than the customers at Sisk Family Ford. They have a proven record of the best deals. Sisk Family Ford, Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealer, has recently been recognized as the #1 Ford dealer in customer satisfaction in the Southeast. That speaks well of their commitment to serve their customers well. Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealership. That's Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City.
It's the store folks in Western North Carolina depend on. Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply. It's like a superstore. Deer corn, $11.05 for 50 pounds. Cob corn, $10. They have plenty of deer plant supplies. Check on the lower prices on propane, $12.99 for a 20-pound tank. Mulch, gravel, rocks, and supplies for beautiful landscaping. That's available at Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply at lower prices. Open Monday through Saturday. If you want a feed and seed store that carries so much more, including new and used farm equipment, then come on over to Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply, 188 Whiteside Road, Rutherfordton.
All right, here's Luther Gilligan now reporting from Ellenboro, North Carolina. How you doing, Luther?
Hey, I'm doing great. I'm doing what I do best.
Nothing.
Well, drink coffee and eat sandwiches.
Well, that's a pretty good way to start a morning.
That's right. Life is good. Enjoy all that. But it's quiet there this morning on the whole lot going on. Everybody's just trying to get back to work, get another week started. Weekend is over, get back in it. The fire department, they had 6 medical calls through the weekend. Had structure fire assisted Boston on one on Cherry Mountain, and then went over this morning about 1 o'clock, assisted Cliffside, Danieltown, Sandy Moose on one. But they're quiet right now, so everything going good down here. So you have a great day, man. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks, Luther. I appreciate you. You have a good day.
Take care now.
Time for birthdays and anniversaries now for this 6th day of February. Who's celebrating today? Who's having a birthday? Who's got married on this date? We'd love to hear from you. And we'll give you a big shout out here on the radio. If you'll call us at 287-3356. Birthdays and anniversaries coming up in just a moment.
Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood, because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance. Helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
You know, more and more folks are discovering the great subs they have at Granny B's because they're unique, they're different. You can pretty well plan it the way you want it. And we got great bread. And in the meantime, if you want to take a bag of those delicious Daylight Donuts home with you or to office with you, you'll be a hit. You'll be a hero. Just go by and have a lunch with them. They're closed on Mondays, of course. They'll be there Tuesday through Saturday with a great meal that you'll enjoy. Get you a bag of those tater chips, some sweet iced tea. Man, you think you're on paradise. That's Granny B's Bakery there in Spindale next to Shake Shop.
Happy birthday.
I want to wish Rhonda Camp from Green Hill a happy birthday. She's retired from Pinnacle School. Rhonda, Congratulations on your retirement and have a birthday. Happy birthday. Hunter Hurt, he's 9 today, goes to Sunshine School. So, Hunter, you have a great day and enjoy your birthday today. And Rhonda Camp having a birthday as well. So, happy birthday to these fine folks. Thank you for letting us share in your birthday. Now, coming up in just a moment, Keys to Confident Living. They will take you down memory lane with some classic oldies. Top of the hour, we'll check where some job opportunities are. It's all right here exclusively on 100.9 FM, 590 AM, WCAB.
Pastor John Masongo describes a time when his 5-year-old daughter asked for a dollhouse.
Now, it must be in our hands no later than 8 a.m. Tuesday morning, February the 14th. So good luck and stay tuned to 100.9 FM, 590 AM to see who will be the Be My Baby Weekend lucky winner.
WCAB.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. More than 1,000 people killed so far in Turkey and Syria following a powerful 7.8 magnitude earthquake and a 7.5 magnitude aftershock. ABC's James Longman is at the foreign desk.
As the sun rose, the sheer scope of the devastation has become visible. Reports say more than 100 buildings came down in Turkey. Tremors could be felt in at least 9 cities across the country.
The search for survivors goes on. At least 45 countries, including the U.S., have offered to help. Time to leave if you have not already for the people of Palestine, Ohio.
Everybody who remained within that mile radius or decided they needed to come back within that mile radius, we need you to leave now.
Fire Chief Keith Drabick following a big train derailment in eastern Ohio. There is a fear that some of the train cars could explode, sending hydrogen chloride gas into the atmosphere. The first parts of that suspected Chinese spy balloon have been recovered off the coast of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. China accusing the U.S. of indiscriminate use of force in shooting down what it says was a civilian craft. Harry Styles won Album of the Year. Lizzo took Record of the Year. Bonnie Raitt won Song of the Year. But Beyonce, she made history at the Grammys last night.
A record-breaking night for Beyonce. She won 4 of her 9 nominations, exactly what she needed to become the biggest winner in Grammy history.
I'm trying not to be too emotional. And I'm trying to just receive this night.
She was late, so she only hit the stage for 1 win. Best Electronic Dance Album for Renaissance.
I'd like to thank the queer community for your love and for inventing this genre.
Her 32 Grammys, now 1 more than conductor George Solti. Backstage at the Grammys, Jason Nathanson, ABC News, Los Angeles.
An Iranian singer who faces possible prison time for his song. It's become an anthem of the ongoing protests in Iran. Wept Monday after saying he had won a Grammy in a new category for social change. You're listening to ABC News.
Inside a dimly lit room at the LBJ Library in Austin, Texas, a motion sensor triggers a recording, and a voice fills the room.
Suddenly, there was a sharp, loud report. A shot.
It's the voice of Lady Bird Johnson, the wife of Lyndon Johnson.
He wants to get out. There is no way out.
Lady Bird recorded her hours of tape that almost no one has ever heard. And those tapes, they end up rewriting history. This is a story about one of the most influential members of the administration, even if we never knew it.
I wrote out for Lyndon about a 9-page analysis of what I thought his situation was.
From Best Case Studios and ABC Audio, listen to In Plain Sight, Lady Bird Johnson. Available now wherever you listen to podcasts.
Nearly 4 dozen pro-democracy figures go on trial today in Hong Kong.
Just as Hong Kong declares it's open for business again and launches a massive campaign to lure tourists, a trial begins that is at the core of China's crushing of dissent here. It involves 47 of some of the city's most prominent democracy advocates. Many of them have been held in pre-trial custody for nearly 2 years. They're accused of conspiracy to commit subversion for holding unofficial pre-election primaries in July 2020. 31 have pleaded guilty. 16 are defending their innocence. All will be sentenced after the trial, which could take 90 days. Britt Clennett, ABC News, Hong Kong.
An unusual shark attack reported in Australia over the weekend. A 16-year-old girl was fatally attacked in a river after she jumped from a jet ski to swim with dolphins. Acting Police Inspector Paul Robinson says it's unusual for a shark to be so far down the city of Perth's Swan River.
Police were advised that a young female had been removed from the water in the river. Some life-preserving measures were put on the female, but unfortunately she was pronounced deceased at the scene.
Norway's Prime Minister today announcing it aims to donate $7.3 billion in military and humanitarian aid to Ukraine. If it is approved by vote in Norway's parliament, the 5-year package would make Norway one of Ukraine's biggest aid providers. This is ABC News.
Remember the last time your family visited the forest? It's a place of wonder and imagination for the whole family, where stories come to life. And it's closer than you think. Ready to plan your next visit? Make the forest part of your story today at a local park near you, or find one at discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
I'm Sherry Preston.
Sunshine is rolling in for today. It's going to be a lovely day outside with milder air building in as well. We'll head into the upper 50s and lower 60s today. Come tonight, temperatures will cool into the upper 20s and lower 30s. It's going to be a little bit breezy at times overall for the next couple of days, but our temperatures are going to continue to warm up. Highs near record warmth will be possible by Thursday in the 70s. I'm meteorologist Peter Sherwood in the Weather Center.
And currently it's a beautiful day, but it's 38 degrees currently, and we'll have some breezy conditions, just light winds today, but the breeze picks up later into the week. We have some pretty strong gusts of wind, 15, 25 miles per hour through the rest of the week, but today is looking mighty good. Let's go now talk with Anita and find out where some jobs are here in our area. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing fine. How about you?
You warm enough over there?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Sure.
Good. What's on the report today?
All right, we got a project engineer in Far City that is $56,000 to $125 a year. That does require 3 years experience. A social worker 3 in Spindale, $47,000 per year, bachelor's degree and 3 years experience. An associate driver 1 in Far City. The pay starts at $13 an hour. No experience, no education required. An operations manager in Far City. That requires a bachelor's degree and 5 years experience. Health and safety leader in Far City, that is a high school diploma and 10 years experience. The meteorology dispatch in Rutherford, that is a high school diploma and 1 year experience. We also have a senior quality analyst in Rutherford, and that is a bachelor's degree and 2 years experience. Technical services up in Rutherford, that is a high school diploma in 1 year. A medical administrative technician in Mill Springs, that is $14 to $16 an hour, high school diploma and 6 months experience. A store associate in Far City, that does not require any education or experience, but the pay is dependent on experience. A dump truck driver in Rutherford, that is $12 to $15 an hour. That is a high school diploma and 6 months experience. A direct support professional in Far City, that is $17,300 to $29,000 a year. That does require a high school diploma. And for any of those jobs, just need some help with a resume or some other workshops that we are having, this give us a call here at 828-286-3042, or just come by and see us, 223 on Charlotte Road in Rutherford.
Anita, thank you so very much for being with us on Mondays, and I hope you have a wonderful week.
You too, dear. Thanks.
Bye-bye. It's 8:07, and we'll see if we can rouse up Wayne Rollins. It's a few minutes, find out what he's got cooking today.
Santa-size your shopping this holiday season with a gift from Bark Mobile. Right now, gift yourself a new device and Bark Mobile will gift you back. Get 100% of the cost of your device back in monthly credits on select devices. For extra Yule in your pocket, Santa-size your service with unlimited data. Text all your friends and family or stream your holiday favorites. Just $35 per month per line for 2 lines with autopay. It's Santa-sized deals right from the North Pole to North Carolina. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details or visit mybarkmobile.com/terms and conditions.
Mission Health Center Rutherford is now open in Forest City, a multi-specialty clinic with care for the whole family. From routine preventative care to the treatment of chronic conditions, our providers offer a personalized approach to meet your specific needs. Now accepting new patients. Call 828-659-5741 to make an appointment today. Mission Health Center Rutherford. Quality care close to home.
It's 8:09, and that's Wayne Rollins' time on Monday morning. Wayne, it's been cold out here for a while. What you got cooking over there? Can you warm us up for lunch?
Well, man, we've been cooking, that's for sure. Got some turnip greens cooking this morning. We got to let them cook a couple of days, though, Jim. They just don't get ready in an hour or two. So we got to let them babies cook for a couple of days. And we cooked off some good old fatback this morning, got the grease ready so we can make some of that good old fatback gravy tonight for our breakfast tonight. You know, we said we was going to start doing our breakfast for dinner the first Monday of the month, and lo and behold, here we are already in February, and this is the first Monday of February. So tonight we'll be doing our breakfast for dinner. I hope everybody gets the opportunity to come by. I know a lot of people, love to do the breakfast for dinner. I know I do.
I do too.
And we're going to do it. We agreed to do it, or not agreed, but I just thought it'd be something good to do once a month. And so we picked the first Monday of the month right off the bat to do the breakfast. So we'll have, most all of your breakfast needs. We are going to throw some waffles in there tonight. Looking forward to that. We didn't do that last week or the last time we did the breakfast, but we're going to run some waffles tonight too. But we'll have all your breakfast needs. We'll have some regular white gravy, sort of what I call like sausage gravy, but it don't have sausage in it. It's just the white gravy. But then we'll do the homemade fatback gravy too. So a lot of people love that. We'll have all the meats. Lord, we've got sausage, bacon. We've got some good thick cut bologna, liver mush. We got some center cut pieces of country ham. And then we've got our normal ham. We'll have the grits, biscuits, toast. You can even do a croissant. So when we're going to do the eggs to order. So if you want them scrambled, fried, over easy, whatever. So that'll start at 3 o'clock tonight. And then if you just wanted a biscuit, like I said, a lot of people just, they do different things, but we can make you a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. We can put you a country ham and egg on a croissant, or anything like that. So we'll have all that stuff starting up tonight at 3 o'clock, for our breakfast dinner. Looking forward to it. I love, breakfast and, just doing something different, changing it up a little bit, and, just looking forward to it. So I hope everybody gets the opportunity to want to come out tonight and get you a breakfast plate.
That's going to be a real hit because a lot of folks love breakfast. They can enjoy breakfast easier at night sometimes than they can in the mornings because they're in a hurry in the mornings. This breakfast
exactly. A lot of times you just don't have the time, or taking the kids, or just getting yourself ready. If you get up early, and some people just don't like eating a big meal at breakfast too. Some people just get some coffee or whatever and go. So here's a good opportunity for you to come by and get a good home cooked breakfast to go. And it's going to be a pretty day, so everybody enjoy that for sure. I know it's been cold a couple of days, but Lord, I'll take some cold, dry, pretty days over these wet, rainy ones we've had over the last couple of days.
Don't you know it?
I mean, it's just raining. I feel like we live in Seattle, Washington sometimes. They say that's the rain capital of the world, but I think Rutherford County's been getting its fair share of rain over the past few weeks. So get out, enjoy today, and come by this afternoon. Of course, we will be open for lunch today. You can always come by. Today's our grilled chicken Philly special. If you hadn't had one of our grilled chicken Phillies, it's kind of hard to beat. We take those chicken tenders and marinate them and cook them on the grill and throw some onions and peppers and provolone cheese on a 6-inch hoagie. And you can add mushrooms, jalapenos. You can change up the cheese and get, cheddar cheese or Swiss cheese or pepper jack cheese if you want to throw a little bit more spice to it. So that's one of our best sellers as far as sandwiches go. And if you're trying to watch and don't want the bread, you can take that sandwich and put it on top of one of our chef salads.
Wow.
That is really good. Have a lot of people take advantage of that. They want the grilled chicken chef anyway. So we just prepare the grilled chicken Philly and make the salad up just like you normally would, and just put that right on top of the salad. So a lot of salads, you can do that, or you can get just a calabash salad. You can get the grilled chicken salad, or just one of our good old chef salads where we chop up ham and turkey. And we don't buy it already chopped up, Jim. A lot of people, talk good about our salads. And that's one thing that, I know healthy people try to watch what they eat and everything. And that's, you can come in there and get you a triple cheeseburger, or you can get you a real good chef salad. That's where we have a lot of variety there, where you can do that, where you don't have to, you can splurge one day if you want to get you a double cheeseburger, but we have the salads and stuff every day for lunch. Of course, we've got the hot dogs, hamburgers, all that kind of stuff, our pimento cheese, our homemade chicken salad. So got a lot of variety that they can choose from at lunch. And then, of course, dinner during the week, too. We always have 5 or 6 different meats and about 10 vegetables. So We're going to throw a honey bun cake in there one day this week, too, Jim. I made one of them over the weekend, and I was really impressed how it turned out. Tastes just like a honey bun. It's unbelievable how good that thing tastes. So one day this week, everybody be watching. I'll put it on Facebook and, of course, the Lunchbox's page, too. We're going to run that honey bun cake one day this week.
Wayne, I kept thinking that China balloon is flying over. I kept thinking they were trying to find your recipes when they were flying over this area.
You know, that whole thing, you know, I don't know. I guess it's just, you know, I'm not as old as some, but I'm old school. And, you know, I know they hauled around about that thing about not wanting it to fall and hurt anybody or this, that, and the other. But I think that thing should have been shot down a long time before it got anywhere near the coast. But it just goes to prove, I guess, that, you know, North and South Carolina, we just don't put up with that kind of stuff.
There you go. There you go.
They shot that thing down. But I assure you, if we had any kind of balloon or anything fly over Russia or China or anywhere like that, I guarantee you it would have. Yeah, it had never made it as far as that one did. So, and they're just lucky that thing was 12 miles in the sky, or somebody around here probably would have took it out anyway.
Oh yes.
So, it just crossed over the wrong states when it got to us. So, but yeah, the recipes are pretty secure. You know, a lot of them are just simple, but we try to make them as good as we can. Some of them a lot of them just my grandmother's recipes that I've passed down and made a little better and made a lot bigger, that's for sure. But she had a big part in a lot of these things. So we got them under control, though.
Wayne's Lunchbox there in Spindale. You can't miss them. Go by and have lunch or dinner tonight and breakfast tonight at Wayne's Lunchbox.
Yeah.
Wayne, I'll see you on Wednesday.
Sounds good, Jim. Appreciate you.
Right. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
What a place to eat lunch and dinner tonight.
Don't just say I love you, show I love you by shopping at Simply Divine Gift Shop. Beautiful merchandise that says I love you over and over again. From bracelets and charms, gold or silver necklaces, handbags, footwear, or you can get that gorgeous home decor piece she's been looking for. Simply Divine Gift Shop has been voted best in specialty gifts and trinkets. They're located inside Hardin's Drug on Church Street in Forest City, open Monday through Friday 9 to 9, Saturdays 9 to 7, and Sundays 1 to 6.
This is Dwayne Hunt with Insurance Service Associates, wanting to let you know that we have moved. Our new office is located at 245 East Main Street in Forest City. Come see us for auto, home, or your commercial insurance needs. Also come see me, Dwayne Hunt, for your Medicare supplements, Medicare Advantage, or prescription drug plans. See us at Insurance Service Associates, now located at 245 East Main Street in Forest City, or call 828-245-5301.
We're all about saving every dime these days, aren't we? Stretching dollars is everything in today's households. Stop giving the big box stores all your hard-earned money. Stop at Jay's Discount Grocery on Oak Street in Forest City. Jay's has thousands of merchandise at incredible low prices. Fresh produce every week, your choice of top quality meats, canned food, frozen favorites, ice cream, snack foods, cleaning products, dog food, and so much more. The big box stores only want your money. It's small town folks like Rick that care about the little people, like you and me. Shop Jay's Discount Grocery Monday through Wednesday, 8 to 7, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 8 till 8. EBT card and debit cards are welcome. That's Jay's Discount Grocery, 671 Oak Street, Forest City. Some deals from here and there. The Daily Courier is reporting about Forest City Mayor facing some melanoma scare. He's encouraging other folks to get checked. For Forest City Mayor Steve Holland, going to a visit a dermatologist has been routine since he was in his 40s. He's now 62. 2 weeks ago, what had been routine suddenly became deathly serious. This visit to the doctor resulted in a cancer scare leading to surgery this week, which fortunately has been deemed a success as last week. Holland is sharing his story, hoping to convince others to take their health seriously, especially when it comes to skin cancer. He did that, and he's now cancer-free, they think. They used about 100 stitches, Holland explained. In the initial days following the procedure, Holland was instructed to stay home from work and not strain himself at all. He was banned from driving for several days. Early detection, experts say, is critical when it comes to treating and beating any disease. This is especially true with cancer. After he began telling others about his cancer experience and sharing on social media, Holland says he knows of at least 5 people who are now scheduling appointments with a doctor. Because of the cancer diagnosis, Holland will now see the dermatologist every 3 months for the next 2 years. He says he's grateful to God and grateful to all who have prayed for him, and encourages others to have that same examination should you think there might be a problem. Sheriff's report coming up here in just a few moments. The Daily Courier is also reporting that the Community Health Council of Rutherford County is offering grants to nonprofit organizations who plan to start a community garden during 2023. The council's hope is to help organizations throughout the county begin a garden where neighbors will work together to construct the garden and grow food for their own consumption and share extra produce with those in need. Awards will be made to nonprofit or municipal organizations, clubs, or churches. Each group will be expected to commit at least 3 years to the project. The Community Health Council of Rutherford County is grateful to RHI Legacy Foundation for providing funding for the Growing Together project. The deadline for grant application is 5 p.m. on Wednesday, March 15th. Contestants will be notified about the awards by Friday, March 24th. So if you're interested, call 828-202-4630 or email healthcouncilrc@gmail.com. Show's report coming up in just a moment.
There are plenty of drugstores in Rutherford County, but not all of them offer the same personal customer service that is offered at the Medicine Box of Rutherfordton. Laura Hodge and her team have trusted experience and professional service. You're not just a number to them, you're a friend. Make the Medicine Box of Rutherfordton your hometown drugstore at 200 Charlotte Road in Rutherfordton. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturdays 9 to 1, 287-7117.
Sheriff report is next, and Sergeant Brando was with us earlier. He gave us a report. We recorded it for broadcast at this time. Sergeant Brando?
Past 48 hours, the Sheriff's Office has answered 358 calls, processed 20 arrests, and currently have 167 incarcerated. Under our arrest reports, we have a Moses Perez Vasquez, 42-year-old Hispanic male, Far City, charged with assault on a female. No bond given at this time. Mitchum Chad Harden, 37-year-old white male of Ellenboro, charged with failure to appear on a misdemeanor, getting a $500 unsecured bond. We have a Charles Jamar Tate, 37-year-old black male of Rutherford, charged with failure to appear on a misdemeanor and driver license revoked, given a $1,000 bond. We have a Donald Blaine Dobbins, 55-year-old white male of Marion, charged with possession of stolen motor vehicle, driving license revoked, and resisting an officer, given a $5,000 secured bond. We have a Edward Lee Faree, 53-year-old white male of Spindale, charged with failure to appear on a misdemeanor, given a $500 secured bond. We have a Hayden Eugene Wilson, 63-year-old white male of Marion, charged with failure to appear, given a $500 unsecured bond. We have a Devontae Hill, 30-year-old black male of Far City, charged with 4 counts of failure to appear. No bond listed at this time. We have a Stefan Wilkerson, 21-year-old black male of Spindale, was served with a indictment, given a $2,500 unsecured bond on that. Under our incident reports, we have a possession of stolen motor vehicle, resist officer, and driver license revoked. Looks like Deputy McComas stopped the vehicle, 221 South, and the vehicle was stolen from, looks like Far City. That's where Donald Dobbins was arrested. We have a breaking and entering reported. Old bone chargers and a can of pepper spray was taken in that incident. We have a misdemeanor larceny reported from Rock Road and Union Mills. Looks like a brown in color antique desk valued about $300 was taken in that incident. We have a obtained property of false pretense from Rollins Road in Far City. Looks like victim was scammed out of $2,400. And that's all we have this morning, sir.
Thank you, Sergeant Brando, for that report, and for all of the deputies and officers out on the road of municipal as well as county. We thank you and appreciate you what you're doing. Thank you for protecting us and keeping things feel a little more comfortable around here with you on duty. And thank you for dedicating your life to law enforcement. We appreciate you. Thank you for that. And all the folks in EMS and ambulance drivers and all those folks, we thank you for what you do. Sports is up next here on WCAB. See you tomorrow, folks. Hope you'll join me back early, bright and early, about 6.
NCN Sports, I'm Nate Saunders. The Magic complete a successful road trip by topping the Hornets. AP correspondent Dave Ferry reports.
Paolo Banchero and Wendell Carter Jr. each had double-doubles in the Magic's 119-113 win over the Hornets. Banchero finished with 22 points and 10 rebounds. Carter added 20 points and 12 boards to help Orlando finish 3-1 on its road trip.
I think we did a really good job of just locking into our scout and understanding what we had to do to get the W.
Hornets guard LaMelo Ball scored 26 of his 33 points in the second half and hit 6 3-pointers. But Charlotte shot a miserable 1 for 9 from the line in the fourth quarter, while Orlando was 13 of 15. I'm Dave Ferry.
LaMelo Ball says they hurt themselves in 2 areas.
A lot of missed free throws at the end, and then a big thing was probably their second chance points. They killed us on the rebounds, I feel like.
The Carolina Panthers have agreed to terms with Hiro Ivero on Sunday to be their new defensive coordinator. The 42-year-old Ivero was the Denver Broncos defensive coordinator last season and was one of 9 candidates to interview for the Panthers' head coaching position before owner David Tepper hired Frank Reich. The Broncos ranked 7th in the league in total defense in 2022 under Ivero and were 14th in points allowed. Ivero previously worked as the Broncos' secondary coach before being promoted to coordinator. Martin Truex Jr. won NASCAR's return to the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum for its season-opening exhibition race, a sloppy Sunday night extravaganza in which the Wiz Khalifa halftime show might have been the most entertaining part of the event. Truex took the lead with 25 laps to go in the Busch Light Clash, a 150-lap race that was moved from Daytona International Speedway last year to the Coliseum. Truex, who contemplated retirement during last year's winless season, won for the first time since September 11th, 2021. I'm Nate Saunders, and you're listening to NCN Sports.
Nobody chooses to become a victim, and victims come from all walks of life. NC Savin is a free, confidential service to help you learn your rights and receive status updates on your offender's movements through the North Carolina Adult Correction System. Peace of mind can come from knowing what's going on with your offender. Download the app today or register by phone to start receiving notifications. Regain control and register today at ncsavin.org. That's NCSAVAN.org. This message is from the North Carolina Department of Public Safety.
Look, we might be learning to live with COVID.
Schools and sports are back.
Stay-at-home orders are over. But the effects of COVID-19 are still here.
Right here.
We have the tools, and a little goes a long way.
Vaccines, testing, and masks when you're not feeling well.
Let's keep moving forward.
COVID is unpredictable.
Get your shot to protect yourself and your loved ones.
Stay protected against COVID-19. Find the updated booster at myspot.nc.gov.
Golden State All-Star guard Stephen Curry has partial tears to a ligament and a membrane in his left leg and a lower leg contusion. The team says he'll be sidelined but aren't sure for how long. Curry is averaging almost 30 points per game this season, and he won't play tonight against Oklahoma City. He originally hurt his leg on Thursday and left Saturday's game against Dallas in the third quarter after the leg appeared to buckle as he played defense. And Kevin Harvick won't spend a single day in retirement when his NASCAR driving days are over. Fox said on Sunday that it has hired Harvick for its broadcast booth for next season. Harvick announced last month that he will retire from NASCAR competition at the end of this season. Tonight in college basketball, Duke goes to number 23 Miami. They'll tip off at 7 p.m. I'm Nate Saunders. You're listening to NCN Sports.
Sunshine is rolling in for today. It's going to be a lovely day outside with milder air building in as well. We'll head into the upper 50s and lower 60s today. Come tonight, temperatures will cool into the upper 20s and lower 30s. It's going to be a little bit breezy at times overall for the next couple of days, but our temperatures are going to continue to warm up. Highs near record warmth will be possible by Thursday in the 70s. I'm meteorologist Peter Sherwood in the Weather Center.
It is indeed a great getting up morning here in the foothills. A bright and cheerful Monday morning. It's 40 degrees right now, warming up to about 61, and we'll have a moderate wind today, moderate wind tonight, but the breeze starts picking up tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. We'll have some high winds, gusts as high as 22 miles per hour on Thursday, so we'll be prepared for that. But right now, pretty pleasant out there. Beautiful day in the neighborhood and 40 degrees. It's time now for the Word of Faith Fellowship radio program. And with the program this morning is James and Trina Elliott.
Good morning, Rutherford County. This is James and Trina. We're back with you today to talk to you about what God has done in our hearts and lives.
Yes, we are so grateful to be here with you today. And, we're here with you to share some things that God's been speaking to us about how to stay strong in God and grateful, even when you're up against a struggle. It's really hard, to even say when you're up against a struggle or a difficult time, because even when we walk with Jesus, it's a victorious time because he always wins. He truly is more than a conqueror, but it is a reality. And Jesus even told us that, he said, don't let your hearts be troubled. He's going to be with us. He's in the last days. There's going to be some things to walk through. And even in this earth, there's going to be some things to walk through. And so we're just here to encourage you in the Word of God today, like he's been encouraging us. And, so many people are just allowing discouragement, defeat, overwhelm, steal their hearts away from Jesus. And, it's an attack of the devil. It's something that comes from the devil to try to steal our hearts away. But God gave us a scripture in Romans 8. And this scripture has just really, the last few weeks, just been burning in our hearts. And it starts out with the question. It says, who shall ever separate us from Christ's love? Shall suffering and affliction and tribulation, or calamity and distress, or persecution, or hunger, or destitution, or peril, or sword? And that's a question that God has for us. What are we going to let separate us from God? Are we going to let these difficult things, these trying things, these trials, these tribulations, the things of this earth separate us from him? And it says, even as it is written, for thy sake, we are put to death all the day long. We are regarded and counted as sheep for the slaughter. But it says, what can separate us? It says nothing should separate us. Nothing, no height, no depth, nothing, no circumstance should ever separate us from the love of God. And God gave us some examples of some people that we're going to look at today that walk through all of these things: calamity, distress, persecution, hunger, peril, the sword. We're going to see those. And so going back to what God spoke to us to anchor our hearts, he said, do not let your hearts be troubled, distressed, agitated. You believe in and adhere to and trust in and rely on God. Believe in, adhere to, and trust in and rely also on me. Jesus told us we can rely on him. We can trust in him. And he told us, he gave us such an exciting promise in the Word of God, because he says, in my Father's house, there are many dwelling places, homes. If it were not so, I would have told you, for I am going away to prepare a place for you. And when I go and make ready a place for you, he said, I will come back again and I will take you to myself. So Jesus is coming back, and he wants us to be ready to go with him. He wants to see that he's going to help us make it through every test, every trial, every proving of our hearts, so that when he comes back, we're his bride. We're ready to go. He said that where I am, you may be also. And to the place where I am going, you know the way. And right there, we all know about Thomas and how he'll jump in there with that doubt and those questioning. So Thomas rises up, and many times we've been like him, because Thomas said to him, Lord, we don't know where you are going, so how can we know the way? And Jesus said, I am the way and the truth and the life. And no man comes to the Father except by and through me. And that's what Jesus wants us to know, that when we walk through things in this earth, he is the way. He is there for us. And the tests and the provings come to see what we are made of, to test our quality, to see if we truly love God with our whole hearts. Because when our hearts are proven and